Hey guys, Nick Eder here from Highland Property Agents, and this is the first in a series of 4 over the next 12 months. We're going to be featuring local business owners, local residents, and what they're bringing to the community through the changes in real estate they've made to old properties in the local area. We're going to sit down in a minute with Chris and Naomi Scanlon, who have opened this beautiful new business here called the Health Collective on Denman Avenue in Woolooware. Let's sit down and have a chat with Chris and Naomi about what they saw for this place when they first bought it a few years ago.
We'd driven past this property probably for the last 10 years or so, and we always thought it'd make an amazing allied health practice. When it came up for sale, we thought, you know what, this is going to be a great opportunity to provide an amazing practice to the local community of Woolooware.
Well, we actually weren't scared because we've done a lot of renos in the past, but it did have graffiti all over the walls, a hole in the ceiling with rain pouring through, the floor was falling apart. So first impressions were not great, but we knew it had huge potential, double brick, great location, so we thought we'd have a crack.
Currently we have podiatry services, we have physiotherapy and psychology. We're hoping as we settle in, we've got lots of space here, so we're definitely hoping to have some allied health services, things like speech pathology, occupational therapy. There's a huge shortage in the Shire for these services, so we're definitely hoping to fill the rooms pretty quickly. Naomi definitely had the vision, and it was my job just to make it happen. The process was a really slow process. I mean, it took us 12 months to get DA approval. And because the building was uninhabitable, it kind of meant that our holding costs were a little bit higher than what we'd kind of expected. I guess the biggest bit of advice would be, we had a really good town planner, Mike Vine, and he navigated the process through the DA from start to finish, and that really made our life so much easier.
The Scout Hall was built in the 70s, so it has that real Australian 70s coastal vibe. So I think we just drew from that. I think it's always best to stay with a building's heritage rather than try and fight against it. So we went with that vibe, and I think once you know what you're doing, it's pretty easy to roll with it. All the finishes we kept really neutral and coastal, just as if you're in the dunes at the beach, and that's a feel that we feel comfortable with, and I think patients feel comfortable with it as well. So that's where we went with the vibe.
For us, it was definitely getting the construction certificate. So with the DA approval, we had 8 to 9 pages of conditions we had to meet. And so that took us 3 to 4 months to get all those together. So that was definitely the point where we weren't sure that we were ever kind of going to get it off the ground. So it was really nice to finally get that construction certificate.
I think the purchase was super exciting for us as a family as well as a business, but obviously the completion was the very best part. Watching our patients walk through the door as well as our staff and seeing their faces when they walk in, they absolutely love being here. They love the space, they love the feeling, and to us, that's what it's all about.
Nick, we've worked together for the last 18 years, so we get on pretty well. Look, in clinic, we're in different treatment rooms, so we kind of don't actually get to see each other. We'll often get home from work and sit at the dinner table and say, oh, well, how was your day? Obviously, there's a few challenges, and when we were doing this build, and that's usually when I wasn't following the design brief.
We have done it a few times before, so we're not scared to do it again. But it's a big build, it's a big job. We built our house in the same year, so I think we're ready to sit pretty for a bit and just enjoy this one and enjoy our patients and staff.
Well, Naomi is 100% organised. There is no doubt about that. Naomi, what do you think?
You're less organised, but extremely passionate.
So there you have it, guys. That's the first of our 4-part series, Get to Know Your Local Businesses. My name's Nick Eder. If you are in need of allied health services, come down and see Chris and Naomi here at 54 Denman Avenue in Woolooware. They're a fantastic business, a fantastic family, and are absolute experts at what they do. Keep an eye out for this hitting Instagram, social media, and also if you are really interested, check out their website, www.thehealthco.com.au. Talk to you soon.